Hello everyone, you're watching Eagle News International, Switzerland edition. I'm Maria Blaza Ramos. Here are today's top stories. Madagascar faces a plague outbreak. The United States decides to leave UNESCO. In lifestyle, the Dolomites in Italy, Grand Place in Brussels. And in sports, in tennis, Roger Federer beats Rafael Nadal to win Shanghai Masters. Madagascar faces an outbreak of plague. Here's Christine Benedicto with the details.
The World Health Organization reports there have been more than 57 deaths in the past weeks due to plague and more than 560 cases of infection. Plague is endemic in Madagascar. Cases of bubonic plague are reported yearly between September and April, but the uncommon acceleration of cases of pneumonic plague is alarming and raising serious concern. Plague is an infectious disease due to a bacteria called Yersinia pestis, mostly found in small mammals, mainly rats, and their fleas. There are three types of plague. The first one and most common is called bubonic plague, which is caused by the bite of an infected flea and swells lymph nodes. The second and more serious type is septicemic, where the infection spreads through the bloodstream. It can also be caused by a bite of an infected flea, but also through direct contact with infected materials. But the third and most lethal and uncommon type is the pneumonic plague. This lung-based plague can be caused by an advanced form of bubonic plague, or transmitted by droplets in the air, making it dangerously contagious. If untreated immediately, pneumonic plague has close to 100% risk of causing death. 10 cities at least in Madagascar are affected by pneumonic plague. Most afflicted are the capital city Antananarivo with at least 7 deaths, Toamasina 5 deaths, and the district of Ferretsiho with 1 fatality. Nearly 1.2 million doses of antibiotics have been delivered to the country. $1.5 million have already been used so far by the World Health Organization or the WHO, but there is a need for $5.5 million more in order to deal with the outbreak effectively. The WHO advises that international travelers to the region be informed about prevention and of where to seek immediate medical treatment in case they develop plague-related symptoms. As a reminder, plague symptoms are flu-like and include sudden high fever, body aches, weakness, vomiting, and nausea. Other indicators may be swollen lymph nodes, shortness of breath, and a cough with blood-tainted sputum. For EBC Switzerland, I'm Christine Benedicto, and I am 1 with 25.
The United States has withdrawn its membership from UNESCO with effect on December 31st, 2018. Israel has pronounced plans to pull out as well.
Two main issues prompted our decision. One was mounting arrears, which have been mounting since 2011 when this organization admitted Palestine as a member state. That amount in arrears is essentially unsustainable. Second issue, unfortunately this venue has become politicized, undermining the work of UNESCO across its mandate. It's become a venue for anti-Israel bias, and unfortunately we are taking the decision to withdraw from UNESCO at this time.
UNESCO stands for the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Headquartered in Paris, France, its visions, according to their website, is for every person to have access to relevant, quality education and lifelong learning. Well known for its World Heritage List of landmarks of cultural, educational, historical or scientific significance, the agency, for instance, enlists the Philippines, Tubataha Reefs, and Puerto Princesa subterranean river national parks. UNESCO's listing of Hebron as a Palestinian World Heritage Site and accepting Palestine as a member are major issues raised by Israel. UNESCO regrets the United States' decision, citing the country as one of the agency's founding members. It is important to highlight as well that the United States provides 1/5 of UNESCO's funding. UNESCO has been struggling financially, cutting programs and freezing hiring in the past years.
UNESCO declared the Tomb of the Patriarchs in Hebron a Palestinian World Heritage Site. That's worse than fake news. That's fake history.
UNESCO regrets the United States' decision, citing the country as one of the agency's founding members. It is important to highlight as well that the United States provides 1/5 of UNESCO's funding. UNESCO has been struggling financially, cutting programs and freezing hiring in the past years. Up next, lifestyle.
Welcome to Lifestyle with stories on what to see, learn and experience in continental Europe and Africa. On today's program, let's discover the Dolomites in Italy and end our tour to visit the Grand Place in Brussels. Are you up for a breathtaking view of a mountain range in Italy? Here's Cello Esmas from our Zurich team.
Hello everyone, I'm Shadel Esmas and join me today as I will explore the Dolomites here in northern Italy.
The Dolomites are a mountain range in northeast Italy and are about 6 hours away from Zurich. They are shared by the provinces Belluno, Trentino, and South Tyrol. Its name came from the carbonate rock dolomite. Elements modeled the mountain in various stages of sedimentation, erosion, cracking, and the lifting of the rocks, and contributed to the formation of the mountain. Fossils and shells, which are engraved in some of the rocks, testify this history. We visited the Terrazzo delle Dolomiti in Canazzai, Italy, and we're 2,950 meters above sea level. The height is not for the faint-hearted. The Dolomites can only be reached through mountain passes, which is an attraction for extreme cyclists.
So I hope you enjoyed our trip to the Dolomites and try to explore the Dolomites yourself. You won't regret it. I'm Shadel Esmas and I'm 1 with 25.
When in Brussels, this is a must-see. Let's hear more from Cindy Raphael from our Benelux Bureau.
Salut tout le monde, je suis Cindy Raphael de Bruxelles, Belgique. Je suis actuellement à la Grand Place, aussi appelée le centre-ville de Bruxelles. Savez-vous que la Grand Place est considérée comme l'une des plus belles places au monde? Exactement, donc allons savoir un peu plus de détails sur cette place. Venez!
La Grand Place est entourée par l'hôtel de ville, les maisons de corporation, la maison du roi et aussi d'autres belles constructions du XIVe au XVIIe siècle. Aujourd'hui, c'est une place incontournable pour les Belges, mais aussi pour la capitale de Bruxelles. Elle a été inscrite en 1998 sur la liste du patrimoine mondial de l'UNESCO. Comme chaque année, la Grand Place organise plusieurs événements comme le tapis de fleurs. Elle est recouverte d'un immense tapis de fleurs composé de plus de 700 000 plants de bégonias.
Ne ratez pas cet endroit, vous ne serez pas déçus, et certainement. Ici à la Grand Place de Bruxelles, Belgique, je suis Cindy Raphael pour Eagle News, and I am 1 with 25.
Those were today's lifestyle stories from continental Europe and Africa. I'm Melanie Baumgartner, and I am 1 with 25. Up next, sports.
Hi, I'm Troy Hippolito for Sports News. Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal once again faced off in the tournament final. this time in China playing for the Shanghai Masters title. After a difficult semi-final match against Juan Martín del Potro, the 36-year-old Swiss was in great form for the final match and easily defeated his arch-rival 6-4, 6-3. It is the second time Federer has won in Shanghai.
Yeah, things went really well for me. From the start, I felt it. Had great rhythm off the baseline. My serve was working, and then was able to mix it up as I wanted to. And then the second set was, again a good start to the second set. Was able to keep Raf on the defensive, and then also sometimes pull back and let him make an error of his own.
With the victory, Federer improved his record against Nadal to 4-0. Nadal still leads in their overall head-to-head matchups with a 23-15 record. Federer, ranked number 2 in the world, is still behind Nadal, who remains in the number 1 position. That's it for our sports news, and I'm Troy Hippolyto, and I'm 125.
That is today's Eagle News International. Join us again next time as we bring news that matters to you.